What if I told you your life isn't small? Your thinking is. And that one simple question, one quiet moment, can change everything. Please stay till the end. This story may sound simple, but its message carries weight. In a quiet town, there lived a young man named Ravi. Ravi wasn't rich, he wasn't famous, he wasn't extraordinary. He worked in a small printing shop. Every morning, he opened the shop before anyone else. He swept the floor. He arranged the papers. He printed bills, posters, and forms. His hands always smelled of ink. His shirt was forever dusted with paper powder. The shop was small, very small. One table, one old machine, one narrow window. Ravi sat beside that window every single day. From there, he could see the main road. Cars rushed past. People walked with purpose. Some looked busy, some looked confident. Ravi watched them silently, and deep inside, a gentle voice whispered, "This life is not meant for you." Ravi once had dreams. When he was younger, he loved design and art. He loved colors. He loved shapes. He loved turning ordinary things into something beautiful. But life became difficult. His father fell ill. Money grew tight. Responsibilities grew heavier. Slowly, his dreams grew quiet. Ravi told himself, "Be practical, be safe, don't dream too big." Whenever a new idea appeared, fear arrived faster. What if I fail? What if they laugh? What if I lose everything? So Ravi stayed silent. He worked. He earned just enough. He survived. But every night, after closing the shop, Ravi felt something missing. He wasn't angry. He wasn't broken. He just felt small. One evening, Ravi finished late. The street was quiet. The sky glowed in soft orange. He locked the shop and sat on the steps outside. In his hand, he held a printed poster. It was simple, but it looked beautiful. Ravi had designed it secretly. For a brief moment, he smiled. And then fear spoke again. "This is useless. No one will care. You're just a shop worker." Ravi folded the poster, slipped it into his bag, and walked home slowly. The next morning, an old man came to the shop. His name was Mr. Ayer. He often came to print small notices. He spoke very little, but his eyes were sharp and observant. That day, Mr. Ayer noticed the poster lying on Ravi's table. He picked it up and examined it carefully. "Did you make this?" he asked. Ravi felt nervous. "Yes, just for practice," he replied softly. Mr. Ayer looked at it again. Then he asked a simple question. "Why are you hiding this?" Ravi had no answer. Mr. Ayer smiled gently. "You live in a small room, Ravi," he said, "but your window is big. Why do you always choose to look down?" Ravi felt confused. Mr. Ayer continued, "Most people don't fail because life is hard. They fail because they think small." Then he asked, "If nothing was stopping you, no fear, no limits, what would you do?" Ravi stayed silent. No one had ever asked him that before. That night, Ravi couldn't sleep. The question followed him. What would I do if I stopped thinking small? He looked around his room. It was small, just like the shop, but there was a window, and through that window, he could see the stars. Ravi slowly sat up. For the first time in years, he allowed himself to think freely. No fear, no excuses. I want to design. I want to create. I want people to see my work. His heart felt lighter. The next morning, Ravi made a decision. Not a big one, but a brave one. He didn't quit his job. He didn't take a risky leap. He simply stayed 1 extra hour after work each day. He practiced. He designed posters. He learned step by step. He shared his work online using his simple phone. At first, nothing happened. Then, one person liked it. Then, another person commented. Ravi smiled. Fear still came, but it felt weaker now, because his thinking had changed. Weeks passed. One day, a local shop owner walked into the printing shop. "I saw your design online," he said. "Can you make one for me?" Ravi's hands trembled, but he answered, "Yes." He worked with care. He gave his best. When he finished, the shop owner looked at the design and smiled. "This looks good," he said. Slowly, the word began to spread. Not fast, not loud, but steady. Ravi still worked at the printing shop, but now his work had meaning. His walk carried confidence. His eyes looked forward, not down. One evening, Ravi sat beside the same window. The road looked unchanged. Cars passing, people moving, noise in the air. But Ravi felt different. Mr. Ayer came again. He looked at Ravi and smiled. "You cleaned the window?" he asked. Ravi smiled back. "No," he replied softly. "I cleaned my thinking." Life didn't change in a single day, but Ravi changed first, and that changed everything. He learned a simple truth. Your thoughts build your future. If you think small, your life stays small. When you think bigger, you begin to grow. Not quickly, not easily, but surely. My friend, this story is not only about Ravi, it is about you. Ask yourself today, am I thinking small because of fear? Or am I brave enough to think bigger? Remember this, when thinking changes, life changes. People grow only when they stop thinking small. If this story touched your heart, please like this video and comment below. I will think bigger.